Well, hi everybody. I haven't updated a video in a long time, so I figured I'd make one about the forge and a project I'm working on. Um, Here's my little tank right here. This little 40 gallon. Uh, Here pretty soon, next pay period, I'm going to pick up two 40 gallons, and I'm going to use this for when I make my foundry, when I build my foundry. Um, Still see the forge glowing in there. It's got a bunch of residual heat, so I might be able to just crank the handle on here and fire her up for a second. Yep. Yep. Things get glowing in there pretty quick. I'm only running about 5 psi, and I got a regulator that goes up to 60. So that's pretty awesome. I'm going to shut that off. Let that sit. There's my sledgehammer. I just chopped the handle off on it. That's an 8-pound hammer. What I was using is right in here. Using a regular ball peen hammer that I polished up and cleaned up the edges so I can do some work, move some metal real quick with it. I need to get a cross peen hammer. Here's a brush I've been using to clean off my scale and whatnot. And no, I'm not drinking Everclear right now. That was left over here by a friend of mine's. And then Mr. Volcano. These things are awesome for the price. 180 bucks off of Amazon. When I bought it, totally worth it. The anvil was my great grandpa's father's, and here is my knife I'm working on. I'm going to finish drawing it out, and it's going to have a tapered slash curve to it, but I'm going to leave that eye in there, that eye right there. I'm going to leave that in because I've got a pretty cool little plan for that. What I'm going to do is eventually I'm going to work this up to the surface. I'm going to work it over, slowly rounding this over and making it to a point, because it's going to have a distal taper to the point on one edge. It's not going to taper from this side down. It's just going to be straight. This side over here is going to be straight out, and this side is going to slowly work in, and it's going to work that point or that eye forward and up, and I'm going to turn that into a giant hook at the end of it. And there's enough material here that I can make a nice, decent, fairly long blade. This thing's just going to go on my wall. It's not going to be the material I'm using is leaf spring, so it's going to be a functional piece. But this is just something that I'm messing around with. I'm starting to get really into blacksmithing, and this is something that I like doing. And yeah, it's something that I just wanted to share with everybody. You know, so I'm eating lunch right now. Took a break. Been at this since about noon. It's about 3. So, but I'm gonna get off here, y'all. This is a project I'm working on. Once this is all said and done. Oh, and cool thing I'm gonna do with this is this is still hot, so I'm not gonna touch it. But the handle, I'm gonna round this out, and I'm gonna make the handle and the blade one solid piece. No joinery, no nothing, no guards. I'm going to have a blade guard. I'm going to swirl this in right here for the edge with a grinder. I'm going to come back and I'm going to cut finger grooves. And I'm going to do some saw work on the edge. But once I get this all said and done, this thing's going to be, oh geez, this thing's going to be at least 17, 16, 17 inches long. There's enough material here to draw it out further, but I want to keep a nice, good, thick spine, a very thick spine. I don't know if you can see that. That's almost 3/4 of an inch thick in certain spots. The trouble I'm running into is the thing wants to twist and do all kinds of weird stuff, and trouble is keeping it straight. So, but it's a learning process. So I'm gonna get off here, y'all. And if you guys haven't got one of these, check this out, man. Get on Amazon. I don't have a link to it or anything. because I'm not linked up with Amazon. I don't make money off of YouTube. But if you guys get a chance, type that in on Amazon. Totally worth it. They might have raised the price. I paid $180 for it. If somebody's wanting to get into forging, check that name out. Type that name in on the internet, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to get off here, y'all. Take care. Bye.